Hi everyone, hello to our audience. थोड़ी देर 1-2 मिनट वेट करते हैं लोगों का ज्वाइन करने के लिए। काफ़ी दिनों बाद एक आईपीओ इंटरव्यू आया है, तो आई एम श्योर आप लोग काफ़ी एक्साइटेड होंगे इस इंटरव्यू को स्टार्ट करने के लिए। गाइस आप जैसे-जैसे हमें ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, हमें प्लीज़ कमेंट सेक्शन में एक हाय ड्रॉप कर दीजिए। दिख रहा है कि काफ़ी लोग ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं। Hope everyone is doing well. Hi Lakhvinder, hi Sunil. Thank you for commenting. Hi Shahbaz, hi Chandrika. Thank you so much for commenting, guys. ओके गाइज थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस टुडे। आज हम बात करेंगे एवलॉन टेक्नोलॉजीज की मैनेजमेंट टीम के साथ। एवलॉन एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सर्विसेज कंपनी है। इनका आईपीओ इशू अप्रैल 3 को ओपन हुआ था और क्लोज होगा ऑन अप्रैल 6, 2023। प्राइस बैंड सेट हुआ है एट ₹415 टू ₹436 पर शेयर। कंपनी इस इशू के थ्रू ₹865 करोड़ रेज करना चाहती है। आईपीओ में फ्रेश इशुएंस भी है और ऑफर फॉर सेल भी है। आज मैं बात करूंगी मिस्टर कुनहामेद बीचा, चेयरमैन एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एवलॉन टेक्नोलॉजीज लिमिटेड, और मिस्टर एम सुब्रमणियन, चीफ फाइनेंशियल ऑफिसर एवलॉन टेक्नोलॉजीज लिमिटेड से। Let me just bring them on screen. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing? मुझे सबसे पहले आपसे ये पूछना है कि काफ़ी एक्साइटमेंट होगी, काफ़ी एंटिसिपेशन होगी आपको आईपीओ को लेकर, तो हाउ आर यू फीलिंग राइट नाउ?
Absolutely feeling good. Thank you for having us on this interview.
That's good to know. So let me start with my first question. सबसे पहले बात करते हैं, क्या आप लोग हमें कंपनी की जर्नी के बारे में बता सकते हैं, कैसे स्टार्ट हुई थी और अब तक आपने क्या अचीव किया है? हमारे ऑडियंसेस को एक छोटा सा ब्रीफ ओवरव्यू दे सकते हैं तो?
Absolutely. वो करेंगे अब. I'm actually the company was started in California in 1996-97 when Bhaskar and me were fairly young engineers in the Bay Area. At that time, what was happening in the Bay Area was software was coming to India and hardware electronics was going to China. So we thought, no, why can't we in India make hardware electronics? So that was the vision, and that's why we started the company. And in 1999, we started the company with 10 people in Chennai. And today we are around 2,200 people worldwide. So the vision always was to make in India and how we could make in India, even 20, 22 years back. And today, now everybody's talking about make in India. We've been making products for the world in India for the last 22, 23 years. Saying that we are a well-diversified company. Our focus the last few years has been clean energy. When we say clean energy, it is solar, hydrogen, and electric vehicles, parts for that. Then our core has been mobility, where we do parts for railways, where we do signaling systems for the Indian Railways. We do parts for aircrafts inside the cabin, in seating, lighting for some of the world majors in the aircrafts. We also do parts in the engine. Apart from that, we do numerous industrial products, and a small part of our business is telecom and medical. Saying this, we are not only PCB manufacturer. A lot of people think we're just PCB assembly guys. We do our own sheet metal. We do our own cable harness assemblies. We do our own plastics. So when you see a complicated, large product, what we call a box build, we make all the different parts internally. That's why we are very vertically integrated, and that's been a success into manufacturing in India. So we got a well-diversified footprint to do that.
That sounds quite interesting. क्या आप हमें इशू के ऑब्जेक्टिव के बारे में बता सकते हैं और एक इसमें ओएफएस भी है, तो उस पर भी इलैबोरेट कर सकते हैं तो?
Okay, maybe I'll try and take this. Yeah, I'll try and take this question.
Sure.
IPO size is 1,025 crores. Okay, out of which 160 crores has already been raised. Okay, through pre-IPO. Two premier institutions already come and Unify from Chennai and White Oak, which is a umbrella fund based in Singapore, have put in 160 crores. So correspondingly, the IPO size has been reduced to 865 crores. Okay, 865 crores consists of 320 crores primary and 545 crores secondary. Okay, that's the division between primary and secondary. And the main objective of, before getting into the maybe a little bit on the numbers, I can talk about the rationale for the IPO. Today, Avalon is at an inflection point in terms of, with all the geopolitics playing up in our favor and the industry favor, we are having a substantial growth in terms of pipeline, and we want to make sure our growth is fully funded. So the primary purpose of the IPO is to make sure that we are fully funded in terms of the growth. Okay, so moving specifically on the objects, out of 320 crores, 145 crores will be used for prepayment of debt, 90 crores about for working capital, and the balance is for general corporate purpose. That is in terms of the primary. And second is about 545 crores. Existing shareholders. Today, it's been a bootstrap company till now, completely bootstrap company for last 20 plus years. So the existing shareholders, including promoters, are taking a part of the shareholding. And post IPO, the shareholding will be about 15% for the existing promoters, and the selling shareholders put together will be about 60 to 65%, depending on the price. So that's broadly in terms of the objectives of the offer.
So, RMS, do you want to add on the anchor investors also?
Yeah, and again, anchor investors we have completed on Friday, which is about 89.25 crores. It's again a good mix of institutional investors in terms of foreign institutional investors, starting from Goldman Sachs, White Oak, a few of them, and domestic institutional investors, including leading mutual funds, HDFC, Nippon, okay, and then insurance funds of Birla Sun Life, again HDFC Life. This is all in the public domain. You can look at it. So again, about 16 investors we have done it. We have seen a good demand, and they have the anchor has been completed. The balance will be open, and hopefully it should get a good subscription.
राइट डेफिनेटली और अब बात करते हैं प्राइस पैन के बारे में प्राइस पैन सेट हुआ है 415 टू 436 रुपीस पर शेयर सो इसके लॉजिक के पीछे आप बता सकते हैं कि क्या रीजनिंग है क्या लॉजिक है
Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll talk on the valuation part of it. Okay, as you know, valuation is today IPO is on, so need to be careful about what I say with respect to the valuation. But having said that, valuation takes into account various factors. Okay, the first one is, of course, the valuation is based on the future potential. And just to add on the potential, I told about Avalon being an inflection point as an industry as a whole. Industry is seeing a whole huge growth momentum. To top it with, we're also having industry tailwinds, which the whole industry is benefiting from. And as I said earlier, the idea is to make sure we are fully funded for that growth. Okay, so first is based in terms of the future potential. Second, again, in terms of the market demand, we have, as a part of the roadshows, we have met most of the investors, which are institutional investors, foreign institutional investors, etc. And in terms of what they are willing to invest, looking into that, and of course the valuation of the peers and things like that. Okay, so if you look at all of this bit, and also in terms of valuation of the peers, we look at the ratios of either PE multiples or EBITDA multiples with respect to our peers when they got listed. What we believe is it's a reasonable price, and we are leaving some money on the table over and above that. We are at a discount when compared to the peers. Okay, this is our belief. I cannot or should not be getting into the specific numbers because it's not appropriate for me to do that.
That's all right. अगले क्वेश्चन पे बढ़ते हैं आप इंडस्ट्री ओवरव्यू और कंपटीशन के बारे में बता सकते हैं कि आपके करंट कॉम्पिटिटर्स कौन हैं और इंडस्ट्री का भी थोड़ा ओवरव्यू और फ्यूचर प्रोस्पेक्ट्स अगर आप उसके बारे में बता सकते हैं तो हमारे ऑडियंसेस को काफी नॉलेज मिल जाएगी इस बारे में
Fantastic. One of the big differentiators for us is that 62% of our business is in the US and outside India. So since we started in the US, so we've been always manufacturing in India. 62% is our customers outside India, and 38% and growing really fast is our piece, our manufacturing in India. So saying that 80% of our manufacturing is done in India, only 20% is done in the US. Compared to our peers in India, we are the only ones who has India and US manufacturing, but majority of the manufacturing is done in India. Okay, so our core strength is India. Our front ending is in the US. Our customer support sales is in the US, and when customers want to build products in the US, we do that for them. But our strength is the India manufacturing. Saying that a lot of our competition is from the worldwide peers, and we are competing and winning from them. And of course, in India, we do compete with some of our peers. Saying that, what I would like to say is our industry is at an inflection point. This made in India, finally, after us doing this for 22 years, convincing the world, the first few years, 96 to 99, we're convincing people on India, not on manufacturing in India, doing business with India. So being through that journey, we have never seen anything like this happen. This I'm talking about for the industry, not for Avalon. Avalon wants to lead the industry. So we are seeing not only orders been exponentially there for us to grow, which have already come in. Two is the activity of customers working with us, and the peers will also be seeing the activity. So finally, I believe that it is the time for India to shine in the electronic manufacturing world, and we believe we are there as an industry. And Avalon wants to lead in the forefront in the B2B space, okay, where we have our core technologies, and our customers are, most of them are Fortune 500 type customers who have been, unfortunately, we can't name a lot of them because of the DRSP reasons, but the strength is growing into them. They have accepted India as a manufacturing base. This is an opportunity not only for Avalon, for the whole industry and India at large, to make it happen. And we believe we are there, and this is what we need to deliver. Our Prime Minister Modi ji has talked a lot about these different schemes. We are starting to look into that. Apart from that, in the clean energy space, US has also got a $390 billion clean energy manufacturing bill, okay, called the infrastructure bill. So that helps with our US factory. That helps to do the labor intensive part in India and do the final assembly in the US. So we have an integrated model for Made in America to get that benefits for our end customers in that infrastructure bill. So we are well poised, and I think the industry is in shape to take us to the next level. We've never seen anything like this over the last 20 years, where India has looked as a shining star.
Right. Thank you so much for giving us your time. And आप दोनों के लिए, I'm sure you have a lot to get to since the IPO is already on. And thank you so much for sharing your views with our audiences. I'm sure कि उनको IPO के बारे में काफी जानकारी मिल गई होगी फिलहाल. So once again, gentlemen, all the best, and we will definitely get in touch with you soon once the company is listed. And congratulations and best of luck. See you soon.
Thank you to you and all your viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you.